Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley, and on this channel we talk all things budgeting, cash stuffing, sinking funds. Today I am going to do my December budget. So first things first, I always like to pick out 3 to 4 colors that I use for the month, just as an overlay, just to kind of keep everything cohesive for the month. Let me pull up where are we gonna start. So let's get into it. First things first is we are going to start out with our budget. We're gonna write down all of our bills, and then we're gonna write down our expected income, and then we'll go on from there. Right, so this month I decided to go with kind of a Christmassy kind of feel. Of course, red and green, and then I did blue as well. All right, so first off, I won't write it in yet because when I'm filming this, it is not quite December, but I do like to list right at the top the starting balance for the account that all of my bills are in. Just as I know how much we have to work with if I have to wait to pay a couple bills or whatnot, but most of the time I am a month ahead, so I do have the money already in that account to cover all of the bills for the month. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through and write out our bills for December. So we've got all of the bills listed out. And now we're just going to add everything up and write out the total. I already added it all up before I started filming, so I know our total is $3,031.93 for the month of December. We didn't have a water bill this month, so that helps. And then also we got a credit on our gas. We didn't have a gas bill last month either because we had a credit on our gas bill account. I guess they had been charging us too much, and they had to pay it back. So also up here, I am going to write an S for scheduled payments and then P for paid. Certain bills are automatically taken out, so I'm going to go ahead and mark those ones now. And then as I go through to actually pay my bills, I'll mark them when I schedule them, and then I'll also mark them when they're paid and the payments go through. All right, now on to income for the month. Here's where I write how much I expect for me and my husband to bring in. So I expect I will be bringing in about $3,250 this month. I am a server, so of course that number could go down, it could go up, but just based on previous months, that's about what I shoot to make. My husband, it is actually his magic month, which means he is getting paid 3 times this month. So his expected income for the month is $4,800, which I am excited because that means I get to do an extra cash stuffing for y'all this month. So be on the lookout for that. Towards the end of December, I believe that last paycheck is going to be falling on the 31st. So it might be early January that that video comes out. But I'm excited I get to do that. Just a little extra decoration there. Whoops. All right, and then I just will write down, for myself, I like to write down the Sundays of the month. Pardon my dog, y'all. If you've heard before, he likes to spin his dishes. Apparently, it's his new favorite thing to do during my videos. But if you hear him in the background, I apologize. So I'm gonna write out all the Sundays of the month, which is when I sit down and figure out how much I made during the week. It's also when I do my cash unstuffings and then figure out my cash stuffings for the week. So it just makes sense. I write down everything based around that Sunday. All right, now we're gonna write out my husband's paychecks, when those will be deposited in our account. And like I said, he is getting paid 3 times this month. So he'll be getting paid on the 3rd, the 17th, and the 31st. All right, that's it for that portion of my budget setup. Now we're gonna move on over to this side, and we are going to be writing out my tracker for cash stuffing. So I like to not only write what I'm cash stuffing in like my weekly spreadsheets that I'm sure y'all have seen if you've been watching my videos. I use different spreadsheets for during the week, but I also like to have a monthly cash stuffing spreadsheet to look at. That way everything's kind of all in one place. Also, I am changing up a little bit what envelopes are in what binders this month. I noticed in the month of December, like, that some of the things I just felt like where they were at wasn't working for me. So one of the things I love about doing my own little planner is that I can just change things around. And the same goes for cash stuffing. When a certain envelope isn't working in a certain spot, you can move it around to wherever you feel like it works for you. So instead of just writing like cash expenses, I'm doing more a weekly spending envelope that has like our, you know, dining, groceries, gas, things that we spend more on a weekly basis. So that's gonna have in it my personal spending money, my husband's personal spending money, that will have groceries, gas, dining, and then our miscellaneous spending envelope. And then we are going to be doing monthly binder. So for me, because I leave my husband's paycheck in our account, I don't really stuff a majority of our bills per se, but there are still certain things that, you know, we take out on a more monthly basis. It's more of a constant, and I don't consider these sinking funds for us. So that's gonna be our bills, or also this is kind of our buffer money for our bill account. We're also gonna have our gym envelope is gonna be in there because that comes out 2 times, well, not 2 times per month. It comes out every 2 weeks, so it's one I need to access more frequently. Our health envelope, our fun envelope. This we kind of use more like date nights or whenever we want to do something that, you know, is just fun, something we might see that doesn't really fit in anywhere else. I'm also going to be moving my pet care envelope out of my sinking funds and into this. So I think me and my husband decided, because groceries and everything are going up, I think we are going to start stuffing a little bit more in pet care and then using that for their pet food and treats and their little health supplements each month. Just because everything is going up. Because before we were just taking their food, like getting their dog food out of our own grocery budget, and their food's going up, our food's going up. So I think I'm just gonna try and use pet care this month and see how I like that setup. All right, there was that. So that is everything that is going to be in our monthly envelope. Now on to sinking funds. That is going to be our car down payment. And this may be the last month with this envelope. I think come January, we're gonna start looking at a new car for my husband. So that might be this might be the last month we're actually stuffing at least a significant amount in there. I might still stuff $5 here and there, but a significant amount. Car maintenance is going to be moving into sinking funds. My husband's racing events envelope. Also, I bought some new envelopes this month. It was Black Friday this past weekend, so I supported some Etsy shops again, got some more of my envelopes from Caffeine and Budgets. I'll make sure to link her information down below, and I'll show you guys when those new envelopes come in. But sorry, racing events made me think of that because I got another one for my husband's racing stuff. So running, as always, vacation, Disney, home, clothing, gifts, and savings. And that's it for the sinking funds. Now I also want to write out not exactly the total that I have for the 100 envelope challenge, like not the total that's in my box, but I do like to keep track of how many I stuff, what numbers I stuff each week. Just, you know, it gives me motivation to see what I've done. So I'm gonna write that there. And then also my new savings challenge, which I actually don't think I announced what I'm doing for my new savings challenge. So y'all know I'm a runner, and right now, well, not just yet, it starts December 21st, I believe. It's the winter solstice. And there is a running challenge that I am doing in my running community that I had me and my husband signed up for. And I just thought, well, how fun would it be to do a savings challenge during the same time? Now, I haven't come up exactly how I want that to translate to savings challenge. I think I might give myself like $1 for every mile that I run, or if like maybe if I miss a day, I will have to, you know, I'm thinking either take money away from my savings challenge, or I might just make myself give more. So like if I miss a day, I'm gonna have to put like $10 in. I haven't completely decided, but that'll be coming soon, and I'll be doing a video because I think I'm gonna set up a little tracker in my bullet journal. So that should be another video to look for mid-December. So for here, this is going to be tracking the 29th of November to the 5th. So this will be this coming week. I'm seeing a majority of it is in December. I'm gonna track it on my December cash stuffing, which is why you see there is gonna be a lot of weeks for December. For the 27th to the 2nd of January. And then this last little bit will be for my husband's magic month paycheck. So I will write down over here what I stuff for that extra. Just because I know it's coming, might as well plan to have it in here as well. And that's it. So as I go, oh wait, nope, not just yet. So I am gonna go through and kind of figure out a base plan for the month of December's cash stuffings. So what this means is for my income, I'm gonna come through, because that's what we cash stuff is my waitress money. And I plan on bringing in around $700 a week is my base goal. Now, as you've seen in previous videos, I don't always hit that. And some weeks I do. Some weeks I go over. But it's kind of a median kind of income. It's usually about where I fall on a normal basis. So I like to, at the beginning of every month, kind of look at what sinking funds are important to me, what can change in other areas if we need to put in more towards groceries or gas with the way everything is changing. I like to do that at the beginning of the month. Now, I can change it throughout the month if need be, but I kind of like to have a set plan at the beginning of the month to kind of go off of. That way, I'm not, you know, just flying on the seat of my pants at the beginning of each week, like, where am I going to put this money this week? So mine and my husband's spending money is not changing. Neither is groceries. So $25 for each of our spending, $150 for groceries, and that is not changing because, like I said earlier, we are going to be putting more into pet care and taking their food from there this week, so that allocates more money for our grocery budget. We are going to stick with the $50 for gas for now, but with the way I'm hoping gas prices will start going back down, but I don't know. But I think 50, we're going to stick with that for now. Dining this month, we are still going to try and stick with the $50. I think if we want to go out more, I might start taking some from my own personal spending, or else maybe the miscellaneous account. But I really do want to start kind of honing in more on not going over so much in dining, or maybe just going out every other week and then just stuffing the $50 each week, and then we have $100 for, you know, one nice meal out. But that's where we're at for that. Miscellaneous is going to still get its 10. Oof, that was awful. Okay. And so the total that we'll be stuffing in that binder each month is going to be $310. This month, pardon me. This month, we are not planning on putting anything into our bills/buffer account. If we bring in more than the $700, then, you know, I'll probably stuff some there, but I am pretty positive that we are in a good spot there right now, so it's not a priority for me right now. Gym will be getting its usual $10. Health is going to be staying at $30. Fun will be staying at $20, and pet care is going to go up from its $10. It's going to go up to $30 this month. And debt snowball is going to stay at $50, which will bring us into a total of $140 for our monthly expenses. All right, on to sinking funds. Car down payment is going to stay at $50, but I really do want to bulk that up. I think I am going to take a big portion of my husband's third paycheck to go towards that this month. And if I do good with, you know, a lot of the Christmas holiday parties that we'll be getting at work, I'll probably throw a lot extra in there too as well. But 50 is going to be our base. Car maintenance is going to be getting its usual 25. Racing events for my husband is going to get its usual 25. Running will be staying at 25. Our vacation fund will be staying at 20. And Disney, I did bump this up a little bit this month, $25 for Disney. We are looking at making another trip here, not for 2022, but probably early 2023, right at the end of the 50th celebration for Walt Disney World. I'll say more on that later, but it is going to be part of somebody's Christmas gift, so we're going to keep that hush-hush. Home, I am going to be bumping this up a little bit this month as well, and that is going to be getting $15 instead of $10, and same for clothing is going to be getting $15 instead of $10. Gifts is going to be staying at $25. Got to bump up some more for Christmas spending, and then my mother's birthday is in January, so got to keep going strong with that. And savings is going to be going down to $25 this month. That is just like our emergency savings fund, so I wanted to put things in other areas. So $25 to me is still a good amount to put away. Seeing I used to put nothing away each month. All right, and then that's $250. And if you add all of those totals up, that is $700 per week. And that is where we're at for December. All right, next we are going to go over and be getting set up for our weekly cash stuffings and our weekly spending. So I'm gonna go over here and do my little border. Okay, so how I set up my bullet journal, my cash stuffing for the week will be on the left-hand side. And this is the cash stuffing for the week of November 29th to December 5th. So this will actually be stuffed on the 28th for me because that's that Sunday, but this is the cash stuffing that I will be using for the week of the 29th to December 5th. This will be set up fairly similarly to the page that we just did, so I will speed this part up for you. Now, as you see, I'm gonna set up this month a little bit different from last month. So, I realized doing all of these videos, this part is more to help with my videos on cash stuffing. So each week I was like counting, okay, how much do I have from the week prior? Where am I at? And I wanna just make it easier for me and then easier for everyone else who's following along too. So right here is going to be the end of the previous week. All right, that is going to be our starting point for each week before cash stuffing. This one is going to be what we are stuffing for that week. And then this column will be used for the balance for this week. And then over here is going to be the end of the week. Oh, this pen, I don't like the way that was writing. Let's see. Let me fix that. So that'll be the end of the week balance, and I will fill this in after I do my cash unstuffing with after my spendings, and then this will easily transfer over to the following week to go in the end of previous. Does that make sense? I'll show you more obviously in December as we go with it. But that'll be how I set up my cash stuffings for December, and we'll see how that works. And if it works, we'll continue on to January, and if not, we'll go back to what we were doing previously. All right, now let's set up our spending, and this is pretty much going to stay the same from the last couple months. I really like the way that this setup has worked for me. That is the setup. I'm really enjoying that. I think this month I might do my weekly ones as I go. Just because if you noticed in December when I added that Disney envelope, it kept getting forgotten about when I was adding everything up, and that just doesn't work for me. So I think I'm gonna do my weekly setups as I go. I might go through and write out all my spending ones, because those are easy to do. And then I will do an extra cash stuffing sheet for that magic month as well. We're gonna do one more thing. All right, so I did decide to do kind of I do want to track how my certain sinking funds are growing throughout the month. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing videos on this because you guys can kind of see how everything's moving along, but I am doing this for myself. If you do want to see a video of me going over how my cash envelopes have grown, just let me know, but we're gonna set that one up for December. So because I do want this at the end of the month, I'm gonna go through and label the tops of each of these weeks. Right, so for this one, I think I want to do a cute quote at the top. Let's see. All right, so I like that quote for this. In any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or to step back into safety. And I mean, that speaks to me for my budget, because the reason I started doing this was that I didn't have anything to fall back on. I lost my job. I had about $1,000 in my savings account, and like all my bills had already come out for the month. And so like I literally had $1,000 to my name. My job, I didn't know when it was coming back. Like the pandemic hit. Who knows? Like I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if I lost my job for just a couple weeks or if it was gonna be for a long time. And it ended up being for, I think, 3 months. 3 months I did not have my full income. I did help go back and, do some takeout stuff for them here and there, but it was not it was not anything big. I had to rely on unemployment, and that was just not something that I wanted to do. It was not who I was raised. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I wanted to work. I wanted to do what I needed to do for my family. So I found cash envelope stuffing, and it's truly changed the way I budget, the way I manage my finances, and honestly, it just gives me that peace of mind. So it's like, yeah, I can either step forward and keep growing, but also if need be, like I can step back, and this is my safety net, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so right now I am writing down the sinking funds mainly. I did also include debt snowball, which, as you remember, I did not put into my sinking funds. That's more of a monthly expense for me. But I do want to track on how much extra I am putting down towards my debt each month. So I'm going to include it here. So what I will use this page for is on December 1st, I'm going to go through all of these sinking funds in the debt snowball envelope, and I'm going to write out where they are at. Now, for this, debt snowball should be starting out at 0 each month, just because at the end of the previous month, I take that and make a payment towards my debt. And then at the end of the month, I'll go and do the same thing. And then here in the middle, I am going to write whether or not I added or whether or not I took out money from that account. And then I can just kind of watch what's growing, see if I need to. This would also be a good page to use if you want to, decide for the next month, oh, do I need to put more into this sinking fund? Do I need to put more, or am I putting too much? Well, I don't really think you can put too much, but like, can I allocate this money to go somewhere else where it's needed versus here where this is just, I've already hit a good point. So I'm also going to write down over here a little area for a notes section just for myself. And I can write down those notes, where I think I'm at for the month, why, what happened over here, just anything that I think will help me for the next month or the next year or just anywhere in my future. All right, so that was that. We are all set up for December. We've got our bills all mapped out, how much money we need. I'll go through probably after this video and schedule some of these payments so that they are out. Got all set up for income over here on our December cash stuffing. And that's it. That's what I do at the beginning of each month. It's changed a little bit since since November. But I think that's what's going to work for me this month, and I'm happy with how it turned out. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Did I miss something? Is there something you would like to see added? And maybe I can try that in January for you guys. But thanks for coming along with my Budget Me for the month of December. I greatly appreciate you guys so much. All the comments have been so amazing, and y'all are amazing watching my videos. Like, I had one a couple weeks ago hit 1,000 views. Like, that's crazy for my little channel. But thank you so much for coming along, guys, and your next video should be out tomorrow. I'll have the cash unstuffing for the last week of November. And then it's on to December. Can you believe it? I can't believe Christmas is coming. I'm not ready. Well, I'm ready, but I just don't want to do the shopping. I'm ready monetarily. I am not ready to do the shopping. But anyways, I just need to stop rambling at the end of this video. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.